Okay, so let's talk about the budget reforms of 2026 that could benefit NRIs. So the first reform is all about investment scope. So basically, an NRI right now can invest in Indian listed companies or shares via portfolio investment scheme, that is PIS, but that limits their investment scope. So basically, an Indian NRI can hold up to around 5% in Indian companies, and aggregate capping for all NRIs included in an Indian company is around 10% right now. So the budget 2026 proposes to ease that. It proposes to increase the capping for an individual NRI from 5% to 10% and aggregate holdings by all NRIs in a company from 10% to 24%. Now that will actually encourage more NRIs to participate in Indian markets. The second reform is about property transactions. So right now, whenever a resident Indian buys a property from an NRI, they have to apply for a TAN number. Now that is a number which is needed to deduct and deposit TDS. Now that takes a lot of time, a lot of documentation, and actually discourages resident Indians to buy a property from NRIs because of the lengthy process. But the budget 2026 reform actually proposes to scrap out the TAN. Now, the TDS can be actually deposited with the help of the PAN number of the buyer. So, this will encourage more resident Indians to buy property from NRIs. So, all these reforms actually reduce a lot of friction for NRIs in participating in Indian market and even for property selling. I have mentioned some more reforms in the caption. Do check them out and follow the discussions for more.